I'm seeing here, Enigma, is that Roller seems to have quite a few more saves against. So maybe not quite as efficient on the shooting here, but obviously they have to be clicking tonight if they just upset the one seed.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta be firing all cylinders. The adrenaline kicks in. You're trying to get to the finals. You want to upset the other team, and it happens all the time. But I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this Alaska team. Raichu has been killing it all season. He leads right now with 63 goals, got 31 assists, 146
Oh
shots.
ho, buddy, we don't even have the player stats up, man. I'm as excited as you are, but let's get those up here before you start talking about
I'm
the
jumping the
warpath
gun.
that
I'm
Raichu is on
jumping the
here,
gun.
man.
He is so impressive. I am just so ready for it.
Oh my, yeah, Raichu's been killing it. 51 games played, 63 goals, 43% shooting, 94 SPV. Man is on a warpath, trying to not only, as we wrapped up Amy, not trying to only earn an all-star, but trying to earn the MVP, it looks like. And there's no better way than in the championship series. Put your staple on the tier on that season and hopefully solidify your name in the history books.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And you see a lot of talent coming from this tier that progress just so fast going up. You never know who you see that's going to go up and where they're going or who's staying. But there's been a lot of great people and a lot of great players come from this amateur tier in the last 2 seasons. A couple of notable broke a couple records are doing really great and a couple tiers up. So I'm really looking forward to see who the outlier is tonight and really who proves why they're here and what they're going to do in the upcoming seasons, boss.
And I know we talked about Raichu. His supporting cast, Kakashi, Rage, and Super Threes, both fantastic players. Casker Reborn, normally coming off the bench here, but a fantastic player to jump in and really provide solid vibes and a good rotational player. On the other opposite end of theirs, though, they've got to contend with this Rollers team, really spreading the wealth here. Almost every player getting a lot of games, a lot of play time here. Nobody really taking like Raichu with 51 games. But Rhino, I'm going to call him Rhino. Rhino and Itchy sitting there 43 and 35 respectively on the goals, 35 and about 37% shooting. They're really going to have to make sure that if the Rollers want to win, they're going to have to feed their offense through the traditional two, keep things going, don't try to fix what isn't broken.
Absolutely, and you see Rhino up there with a whopping 123 shots. That's a really great amount of offense to put on, and it's really I feel like we're gonna see a lot of these teams get really tested tonight with this offensive on both sides. It's gonna come down honestly who has the better defense, and I'm not sure, but I think it's gonna be a great one, and I'm really excited to get into it for sure.
I'm just as excited, and quite frankly, we can sit here and talk about it all day long, but there's really only one way to figure out who's going to be your champion in AMI. And the best way to do that, quite frankly, is to get right into the matchup. As we let our teams know here, we'll see who we're going to get for the starting lineup on both teams here. If they join, nobody's really hopping into the lineup here.
There's a lot of nerves, and
Oh,
as you
oh,
say
oh,
that, we get it going. Why don't you
oh,
take it
there we
off, bro?
go. Alrighty, looks like we're gonna get our who we thought really rhinoceros itch. I'm gonna be butchering all the names tonight for sure here. That kickoff goes favorably for Elastic, bouncing off the wall. Raichu there to press up, opts not to take it and let Kakashi follow. Kakashi's going to be able to center it here. Super Threes is there for the follow. It gets popped right over. Raichu already up, gets the shot, bouncing off backboard. Super Threes putting it off backboard again. Kakashi's there to follow. Same spot. Oh my, the left side of that post is just getting beaten down by this Elastic team. But that pressure they're putting on so early really showing why they've been able to just sweep Cathilla tonight.
Absolutely. Already right at the bat, just so much offensive pressure coming from the Elastic squad here. But they're going to be tested on defense as they get a little bit defensive on the end here. Itchy going to be on the wall here, but going to get off by Sins. Going to try to get a pass up. It's going to be easily cleared out by Super Threes. Itchy's going to be on the wall here, trying to slow down the play, but it's going to kind of just give it away to Kakashi, unfortunately. Sending it up the middle. Raichu's going to contest and send it to the left corner here. Going to set a play up in the middle. Super Three's going to come up and a good clear again from Itchy. And it's so far, the pressure has been immaculate coming from the Elastic side. However, the Rollers, they're really showing that they are ready to come play. They're putting some pressure back, trying to get some clears out here, and it's so far back and forth, boss.
Favorable bounce. That's a shot on target. Super 3 strikes first goal. Oh my. Super 3's able to put that on target. I know we were talking about Raichu pretty heavily in the opening of this series here, but Super 3's really playing that crisp off the wall touch, redirecting it and taking that deep shot. It's going to really help their confidence here. Open up the championship series with the first goal. Kakashi gets the touch here. Sorry about that. Raichu putting it left. It bounces in. Sins puts the shot off the right post, and that goes in.
A really unfortunate touch by Raichu here, but a good attempt. Sins was just able to be there and make a read here. We're going to see Super 3 is now facing off against Itchy on the kickoff. We're going to see whose favor goes in right off the bat. It's going to go in favor of Elastic to put some offense back on the board here. Raichu's going to go up to contest, going to hit it right to the middle here. Kakashi there make a read. Can't really get it where he wants it to go, but it's been cleared out. A little bit of a back pass here, but it's not really easily read. Going to try to put a shot on, misses just barely. A nice clear coming out from Kakashi here, but it's going to give it right back to Rhino to try to make some offense come off this backboard. An unfortunate good 50, trying to get the ball out of danger, and a wonderful clear by Kakashi. Raichu going to come up the middle left here. And what do you think so far, boss? I mean, what's going through your head as this game unfolds?
I'm seeing a lot of counterattacking, a lot of really quick plays, trying to go back and forth down the field, and really seem to get some deep shots. They really don't want to put or allow the other team to take a lot, so they're really just trying to clear it out as fast as they can. And it's worked for both teams a little bit, but it's definitely opening up some defensive gaps that you definitely don't want to see here. The double bump! Oh my! The big body plays by Sin to bump both people on the back line. Kakashi and Super 3's there, victims of the unfortunate assault as that ball just rolls in to the goal and puts them up 2-1.
It was a beautiful play, but let's get back right to it. Rhino going against Raichu again. This time going to go in favor, but to the wall. Super 3's going to try to get it mid here. Itchy going to try to contest it and get a little bit of backboard defense going. Another little touch coming up. Great, beautiful touch by him. Raichu going to try to come up the middle, take a slide here, and it's going to be low, barely missed, but Super 3's there to try to clean it up. Rhino and Itchy double commit, leaving it still, but might get the potential clear here, resetting on the defensive side of things. Rhino going to try to make a little play on the ball, but not able to get there. Really unfortunate coming up into a dangerous zone for them, and that's barely missing again. Elastic going to play it off again. Another beautiful save by Sens, and this is a lot of pressure coming from this last side, but these counter plays, I mean, it's just switching so quickly between offense and defense, offense and defense. I'm really looking forward to how this series will play out, and I'm loving this match so far, boss.
And quite frankly, we talked about it before. Annie is your growth tier. You're going to see a lot of players start out in that Diamond 1, Diamond 2 area and really start rapidly progressing as they develop good communication skills and then good rotations. And you see players like Raichu or like Itchy. I don't know why I'm butchering that so bad when I read it. But you see players like this develop so quickly and move up the food chain so fast where they end up finishing out the season in like the Raichu with a boom! Oh my. Like I was saying though, you see players like Raichu here developing so fast that they end up finishing at like Champ 1.
It is a crazy progression, and that was a crazy shot. That was fast, it was fierce, and Raichu's going to be a force to be reckoned with all game today, and I'm ready to watch it. So Raichu going to be giving the ball right away, going to try to make a play in the air here, going to get a nice touch middle, potentially set up a pass for Super 3's. A good clear coming out by Rhino, but it's going to be dangerous already coming off for that sense touch. Going to be set up middle, a little bit of a play unfolding, a little bit of bump on Raichu, giving him some space. It's a 2-on-1 currently, trying to set up something. Super 3's going to take a shot, and it's going to be beautifully cleared by Itchy going to the back right side. Rhino going to put the pressure on for Raichu there to cut it off. And, I mean, like you were saying, boss, this is a tier where they are just improving so fast. There's things that I'm seeing that I don't recall seeing in amateur, like backboard defense, control in the air. It's just the meta is changing. The skill set, Rhino going to put them up 21 seconds, 1 goal ahead. This is exactly where you want to be. What a beautiful finish from Rhino. Gonna finish it right over Kakashi, right down the middle, and we have a lead.
Super Threes gonna get us a kickoff here against Itchy. Goes towards the center. Kakashi elevates. Kind of backs up a little bit. Doesn't touch it. Raichu over the top. That's going to leave that into an awkward situation. Raichu tries to redirect it. No! They've got 10 seconds left on the clock here. If they can't put a shot on target, game one might go in favor of the Rollers here. That's cleared away by Sin. Kakashi tries to keep it up. Sin pushes it downfield. Sin pushes it down, and Rollers steal and walk away with game one.
I did not. I mean, I expected it. They're both playing so aggressive. It's just Elastic started off so strong, but Rollers is so consistent with that counterattack, and it really paid off for them. And Sands with a very clutch finish, finished out with 504 points on that. A couple of cycles coming through the Rollers though, with both Itchy and Zan's putting up stats on every board. So I'm really impressed for that display for that first match. I cannot complain.
Oh God, I thought, if I actually saw two psychos in AMI, I don't know if I would be watching AMI. I'm not gonna lie,
I'd quit.
but honestly, Energy took 8 shots that match, outperformed the offensive pace of the Rollers. Quite frankly, if they can just get some of those shots to translate and not bounce off the post or off the crossbar, that probably could have been game one in their favor. So for sure, Rollers just need to keep doing what they're doing, playing efficiently. If Elastic wants to turn this around and steal game two, they're going to need to make sure they're a little bit more efficient on their shooting here. But we'll see if they're going to run the same lineup here going into game two. Hopefully they're not waiting on us to tell them to go. We'll see here in a second. Nope, they're jumping in. We're going to get a kickoff between Sin and Raichu. I'm suspecting Super Threes is going to cheat and follow. They've been pretty accurate with that all season. We'll see how this goes. Sin, Raichu start the kickoff. Raichu going for a wave dash to generate a little bit more speed here. Pretty insane for the tier. Super Threes gets the touch that's off corner. If he can put that center, does. No one's there. Kakashi, unfortunately, a little too close. Sin cuts out Raichu. That's going to be off backboard. Kakashi's there to follow. Raichu, awkward spawn, snags both boosts, trying to keep the play alive here. Kakashi goes for the bump, bitches. Itchy's going to be able to center this here. Rhino's there to take the shot. The 50 sends it in front of the net dangerously. Kakashi's up, going. Enigma, we're seeing a lot of Elastic defense early on.
We really are. It kind of switched from last game. There was a lot of Roller defense early on, a lot of aggression from the Elastic side, but they've seemed to swap roles here. So let's see if kind of how Elastic plays this one out. Maybe they're like, maybe you guys slow it down, control the ball a little more. A little bit of counterattacks coming from the Rollers last game. So they're probably going to try to make sure they don't struggle with that. They have a fairly solid rotation right now. Raichu going to go in and try to get a play out the middle here. Going to set it up. Nobody there to read it, though. Sin's going to try to get, but not able to really read there. Rhino looking to make a play, but Kashi come up with a big bump. Super 3 is going to set it up. Potentially get red, a good chance coming in. Raichu going to take the shot here. Super going for the bumps and barely just voids getting scored on there. Sin's going to clear it out. Kashi's going to take it right back and put it right back into the Elastic favor here. And Raichu going to start it off, score the first goal for the Elastic to kind of assert that dominance early on.
I almost called it out. I thought about going the really cringy route and saying Raichu chose quick attack and charged down the field. But my man, I'm not going to lie. Raichu read that perfectly. Able to be there and put that over the defender with ease. Sin, waiting for it, tries to wait for it patiently, but Kakashi's there to meet him at the midpoint. That's drifting into a dangerous spot. Super Threes has to elevate. Does. Rhino putting it up the corner. Kakashi putting it off the ceiling. Itchy's there to follow. It's going to go center. Raichu puts it off the wall. Raichu might be able to win. Does win the 50. That's off the backboard. If anybody can be there, they might be able to center this and put this on target. That pops over one. Kakashi tries to elevate. That pops over two. Rhino putting it to the corner. Raichu's demolished. We've got a chance here for a goal. Super Threes cutting it out. Elastic defense holding strong.
You know, I'm seeing a lot of what a beautiful goal! Itchy coming in for Vegas, tying the match up, putting it in there. It was a nice 50 from Rhino coming off, putting his center, and just a beautiful read by Itchy, getting it over the defense to put him back even with 2:43 left in the match. And so far, there is a lot of stuff I am seeing, boss, that is like, I didn't start seeing until me personally was a prospect, and that scares me to think about the level of players that are going to be coming up and climbing through these tiers and catching up to speed with some of the players that have been around in these higher tiers, and just how it's really going to change the game. Just to pace this game, kind of like you're saying, it's really advanced for this tier, and I think that this is going to be one of those things where you are seeing rates unfolding within the RSC. Raichu especially, taking a beautiful shot, trying to get a nice play setup, unfortunately unable to get the double there. Kashi going to try to make a pass off the wall to Super Threes, going to get cut out though, cleared out by Rhino. He's going to put some pressure on, but Raichu there to kind of direct play a little bit, but it's not going to do much. Sense is there to try to make a read, can't get a touch, but Rhino there to try to set something up. Three is going to clear it out to the right. Raichu going to make a play, going to take a shot, and that's going to be in. Raichu coming
What
in
a boom!
with another boom and another goal to put Elastic back up. And my man is just going off this game, boss.
63 Enigma, 63 miles per hour from the midline. Oh my, what an absolute snipe. Raichu, Sin, get the kickoff again. That goes right to Super Threes. Kakashi, Super Threes, trying to figure out who's going to go here. Awkward moment. Raichu tries to get it past Sin. Sin gets the block. Rhino's up, can't get the touch. Kakashi gets it over one. Kakashi catches it, might be able to follow to get it past two. Rhino comes off the wall. Rhino splits the 50. That's going to go all the way across here. Super Threes beats to the ball, dusts the defense, goes for the shot a little wide right. That could have been goal number 3, and that could have put them up a fair bit here. We'll see how this Rollers team responds to being down. I believe this is the first time they've been down between these two matches, actually.
I believe so as well, but you know, they have such good counterattacks, and I mean, they're getting good setups going on in the offensive. They're just not able to really execute. The defense of Elastic has held strong. Speaking of, Super Threes gonna try to put something there. Itchy a little uncomfortable there to make the saves and go right over Super. Kakashi's gonna try to get a bounce going right to Raichu. Gonna put it in, and Kakashi gonna get a nice little 50 going to the net, and that might be, I'm not gonna say it. You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
No, don't you dare.
That's
Don't
a
you
good
dare.
goal. That's a
the
good
man
goal.
of caster curses. That is
a
me.
good goal.
We are
Leave it in
not
there.
predicting anything. We are not taking this championship away from either of these teams here. Itchy wins the 50. That goes on to Elastic's third. That's going to be off backboard. Super Threes coming off like Spider-Man, able to clear it to the center. Raichu wins the 50. That goes to the corner. Kakashi's lining up the touch here. Gets it past one. No, that 50 is going to go in favor of Itchy. Itchy putting it back into the corner. Rollers, 30 seconds left. They need to generate a goal here. Otherwise, game 2 is going to be in the books. Kakashi takes it down pitch. Rhino uses the force against it. Clear it all the way down. Gets it over Raichu. That's in an awkward spot. Itchy can't get the touch. 10 seconds left. If they don't score here, no! Super Threes able to clear it down and, quite frankly, solidify game 2.
And that, I mean, that brings it. That's a good start. It's 1-1. They had a lot more energy in game 2 going in from that first loss. I mean, they had to realize that, hey, this team plays really aggressive on the counter. Like, we slow it down, we make our touches count. And they made sure to get the job done. They rotated beautifully. They really had good touches, and Raichu just there to put it away. Kakashi there to really just help dig the dagger in, and it's turning into a series, boss. It's turning, and I love the finals. This is the energy I crave. No,
Oh, 100%.
no pun
You
intended.
love to see close matches. We talked about it before, though. Last match, I talked about it. 8 shots came out of Elastic, and it just didn't translate to too many goals. And quite frankly, it was just brutal. I mean, you need to see more goals translate. In this game, they were able to do so. 5 shots, 3 goals, 60% efficiency, and quite frankly, it's working. They figured it out. They're getting their touches on. Maybe they had some stream jitters. Maybe it was the finals, but they let the pressure settle. They regained really well, and quite frankly, going into this third match, we'll see if they can keep going with the same motto.
Absolutely. And it seems that we might be seeing a sub here from the Rollers as we see Mr. Free Mac coming into the match. Oh, did not mean to do that.
Ooh, did you
Oh,
join?
clicked the button wrong. Yes.
How could you?
I know. I was
The
so excited.
sanctity of the field has
I
been ruined.
ruined it. Little button
Ruined.
misplaced.
Soiled it.
Soiled
Soiled it.
it. Soiled it. So
Kick
we are
off
going to see.
super threes. Wait, did we see a substitute?
Yes, we did. Free Mag seems to have come in place of. I can't quite say. I'm not too terribly sure. I apologize for that.
You're good. Raichu getting the touch here, goes for the bump. It goes right underneath though. Itchy's able to put it off. Super 3 centers it. Kakashi off the corner. Raichu's already up. That might be a shot. No! Right underneath the ball. That deep touch. Kakashi needs the touch.
Oh!
Off the crossbar. Free Mac decides I'm going to sub in and I'm going to take the first goal.
Free Mag. What a shot. Bar down, can't complain, starting to match off strong, and that's the energy that they really need going into it after that last loss. Ichi didn't go up against Raichu on the kickoff, gonna go in favor of Raichu. As the last thing, we seem to have an AFK member, Kakashi, sitting still, a little bit of concern, but Raichu's going to take the precautions and play the third man, but fortunately it might just be free, but Super gonna come out to make a great save to keep the ball alive. Oh, that's not good.
This is tough. This is normally you could call for a remake, but with one goal already being scored here, this is still a valid play. They're going to have to play this game out. Raichu, the 2v3 equalizer. Oh my!
Raichu immediately said, "You know what? No pressure. I'm a twos main as it is. Put me in there, coach."
teammate. I'll do it myself.
Oh my legend.
That is tough though. If
That is
Kakashi doesn't get back quickly, Super 3s and Raichu are going to have to finish out this game as a 2v3. And with that being said, going into potentially game 4, they're going to have to potentially throw Casca Reborn into the lineup here to fill in. The bump on Super 3s, putting this two-man rotation into an awkward spot. Bounces off corner, bounces off backboard. Super 3 splits it. That's going to roll, though, in a non-dangerous way up the wall. Raichu there, putting it, opts not to touch it, catches the shooter off guard. Itchy doesn't get the touch there either. Pops over Raichu. Super 3s splits the 50. That's going to go to the wall. Raichu's there to follow. Opts not to touch it the first time. Goes for the ground pinch. Can't get it past Rhino. Rhino tries to center it. Super 3s is there for the follow. Off the wall again. That's in a dangerous spot. Raichu's going to need to touch this. Does. Gets it over one. Rhino's there to put it on goal. Oh my. Up 2-1. They're going to take what they can do and potentially get some free goals here.
That stings. I mean, you know that stings, especially if you're on the Elastic squad. That's just, it's painful. You're doing what you can. They're holding their own as much as they can, but unfortunately just outnumbered. Super 3 is going to get lined up against Itchy here. Raichu going to be coming up the middle, going to try to put some offense on to get another point up. Unable to get it as there's going to be some line defense there. Raichu trying to make it back in order to make this clear, but Rhino's going to try to put a shot on, unable to sink it. Fortunately, Raichu's able to get back and try to make a play here up on the wall. Try to take it a little more carefully, put a little power into it. Surfer's going to try to make the rotation back to kind of control the ball up the wall here. And you can tell already that, you know, Rollers, they're taking advantage of this 2v3 situation. Free kind of hanging in the backfield, make sure the ball doesn't come into dangerous range, giving the offense the chance to play a 2v2 and just have that free layer security, boss.
You know, and I'm not going to lie, any other matchup, you might go, hey, maybe we'll relax. We won't play 3v2. But in your championship series, this is for everything you've worked for all season. So I don't fault the Rollers for trying to take the easy win here. Raichu putting a shot on target. Rhino's able to clear it away. That bounces into an awkward spot. Super 3s with the whiff flip. Can't quite get the touch. Raichu able to recenter it. Rhino putting it down into the corner, clearing it off their side. Rhino with the shot on. Oh, they're up 3-1. And I've received word from the man himself. Kakashi, unfortunately, lost power. Kakashi's back, actually, as speak of the man and he will appear. It's 1-3. Their third man returns. They might have a chance here. Raichu takes the 50. Kakashi waits patiently, opts not to touch it. No! The accidental touch. Thankfully, Raichu was able to get back in time, but that could have been goal number 4.
Absolutely. And you got Kakashi back. The stress is over. But now you got to make up that deficit. 2 goals. That is going to be a little, no, I wouldn't say undoable. It's very doable, especially for Raichu and Kakashi as a duo. But it's definitely put some pressure in. We've got a minute 20 left. You're already freaking out trying to get over that 2v3 situation. And got some confidence now from the roller side. But Kakashi going to catch it, try to take up the middle here. Going to try to take the 50 low. Going to get it to the wall. Might make another play up. It's gonna rotate back. Rhino should have an easy play here off the wall. Raichu looking to catch, but it's gonna be touched over. Popped up. Gonna be shot on by Ichi. Raichu with the save. Super gonna be trying to serpentine himself around here. Gonna get a good position to make a play on this ball. Unfortunately, not able to find one as Kakashi gets to clear out and over. Now, how do you think they approach this? 40 seconds left, and wow.
Whatever
That is
happens,
crazy.
they're going to need to honestly be like the Teflon Man. Ignore game 3 and try to hit the regain going into game 4 like they did between games 1 and 2. If they can do that, go back to the equalizer, maybe square things up 2-2, they might be able to regain the series and potentially turn things around. But with as well as the Rollers are feeling, and as well as they're playing, the shots they're taking, I don't know if any amount of regain is going to allow this Elastic team to turn things around. Like that right there, Rhino, fantastic save, elevates perfectly and clears it into a non-dangerous spot. Pushes it downfield, gets it past 2, sets it up for Freemac. Freemac putting it on target. Raichu with the deep ball. That's going to be backboard, top left. Nobody's there to take the shot. Super Threes putting it down. This is where they're going to need to work a little bit more as a team. Maybe communicate, just talk a little bit, keep things going, and try to reestablish their rotations from game 2.
Absolutely. And, it's such a momentum shift, unfortunately, for the Elastic side. But they got this. They very much just need to collect themselves and realize, hey, look, we had a disadvantage. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna keep the momentum that we had as a team starting out, and we're gonna go into this next game with the same energy that we had going in to the match. Um, it seems like we are gonna try to. They're asking for a remake, boss. What do you think that this Elastic side needs to do in order to get that
We
momentum back in their favor?
well, this Elastic side is going. I don't know. This Elastic side really, they like I said before, they're just gonna have to reestablish their comms, reestablish their rotations, hit the regain, ignore game 3,
Yep,
and try to move on.
absolutely.
I believe one of them just called for a remake, so we're gonna have to go ahead and bounce out. Remake, you know, not the worst thing. I don't think there's technically a way to call a timeout, but this might be the closest thing you get to it. So I went ahead and backed out. We'll see going into game 4 if this little bit of a lapse in play might be beneficial.
Yep, definitely a good time to, like you said, hit that reset button, forget game 3, and just breathe. It's the finals, nerves are going everywhere. But I think if they just relax, get into it, they'll find it again. Rollers definitely have that momentum on their side. They're feeling good, they're playing good, they're confident. So we might see a very different roller squad coming out, even with that regain from the Elastic. And with that being said, it was already good. It's only gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
Well, I haven't received. Well, maybe I just received it and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, lobby's back up. We'll go ahead and pop back in here. Let's see here. Yep, I have returned to the field of play. Let's see. We've got myself, Mr. Taz, Enigma. We've got Itchy, Freemac, and Rhino. There's the Elastic team re-arriving at the arena. We're moving on to game 4 here. Once we'll see who gets in first, I guess.
Hopefully, it's not me this time.
You know, Enigma, I'm calling it now. You ruined it. You joined and you soiled it. You soiled the field.
Oh, it's just, man, sacred ground. It's been touched, unfortunately.
It is what it is, but we're moving on to Utopia Coliseum Dusk. For game 4 here, I'm not seeing the teams getting. Oh, the teams are in. Let's get our stream over here so we can see our kickoff. Looks like it's going to be between Raichu and Freemac 1 here in a second. Raichu, Freemac, yep, going for the kickoff. That splits left. Freemac takes the mid boost. Rhino tries to elevate and get the touch, but can't. Splits the touch with Freemac, and oh, that pitches in. 8 seconds in, and Elastic have the first goal.
That is almost like a, we deserve that. That the RL gods looked down and was like, you know what, we'll give you this one. Let's get back into it. What a pinch, 74 miles per hour. That's insane. Raichu going against Rhino. Kakashi gonna go and put it up the top right. Freeze gonna just barely miss it there. Kakashi, a little bit of a oops, but we're gonna get right into it. Super gonna try to get something going on the wall. Raichu gonna make the 50 in the air, gonna be met with Rhino as Free gets the momentum going back in the favor of the rollers. Immediately shut back down by Kakashi. Kakashi coming out a brand new person, playing with energy. Raichu trying to make some, can't really get something over to Kakashi, but Super gonna try to make a read here. Fortunately, gonna be a little bit too low, going right to Itchy as Itchy tries to make a play coming off. Free gonna try to make a read here, sitting at top left. Gonna try to make a play off this bounce and just goes barely high, and the tensions are good. Boss, I mean, this Elastic squad's coming out with the energy that they lacked last match due to the unfortunate events that transpired, but they're looking good. They're looking confident. They're not phased at all so far, and the rollers are still going to have to fight for this very hard.
100%. They've rebounded like a good Elastic should. Kakashi gets the touch. Is that in? Oh my! That bounces off both posts, but Itchy's able to clear it. That almost was an incredible redirect to the top right. Holy cow. Demo in the backfield. Kakashi's out. Responds into an awkward spot. Raichu splits the 50. Itchy can put a shot on. No, can't get the touch. Raichu playing savior, swats it away. Itchy putting it off backboard. Super Threes is there for the light clear. Gets it past one. Rhino is there to respond. Raichu there. Takes it, splits the 50, bounces off wall. They can't seem to get it out of this corner. Kakashi elevating off the wall. Might be able to get a second touch. Does! That's gonna go! Kakashi showing why he was needed in game 3 here. In game 4, 2 goals already.
Making up for it. You know, him leaving, unfortunately having the power outage left him with 2 goals down, but he regained, he made it up to his team, and now he's coming with a vengeance. He felt that was unfair, and he wants his revenge. And I can't get over the comment you made about that's what a good Elastic does. That was comical, and I love you for that. But Rhino gonna try to make a play. Oh, very close attempt by Rhino. Gonna try to get put in, a little bit of a whiff by Free. Put it. Itchy gonna bury it down, keeping the rollers in this game. Gonna be a very essential goal coming from Itchy. A little patient here. Good read. Gonna beat Super there to bring it back within favor for them, and definitely gonna try to put some of the momentum back as Kakashi is gonna face off against Free Mac on the kickoff, going in favor of Free Mac. Raichu there to read it, taking the low 50 and winning it. Unfortunately, going right to Rhino to clear it up to the left side. Gonna try to make a play here. Super waiting patiently, gonna take it off to the right side of the wall. Itchy there to read that play. Raichu there to read it. A little bit of a double commit from Kakashi, but Kakashi can't help himself. He's just so excited, and he's ready to just get this game in the bag. Super gonna try to make a play here. A nice clear coming out. And the offense from the rollers right now is on fire. As I say that, immediately onto the defensive. Raichu looking for a pass, unable to get a touch. Super gonna try to make a read. Good 50 coming out from Free, sending it back into the Elastic half. And boss, I mean, this is if anything, it's more tense than it was at first. Now it seems a little personal, and I'm at the vibe. It's all vibes from here, and I'm loving them.
Oh, 100%. Both these teams desperately want this chip. You know, everything's on the line. Like I said before, everything you've worked on for the season with your team, all of the times you've met with, you know, for practice, for scrims, for matches, developing as a unit, this is it. This is the culmination. There's nothing after this. You either win or you go home empty-handed and start again next season. So both teams are going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder, wanting that, figurative championship trophy. Raichu can't get it past Rhino. Rhino's going to be able to play this slowly, off the wall, gets it past Kakashi, splits the 50 with super threes. Kakashi's going to go for the redirect here. It's off the backboard. Oh, the double commit from super threes, and Raichu can't put it away. Kakashi's on his own, back on defense. Goes for the boost, it gets past Kakashi. Raichu takes the 50, stalls at center. Super threes, clears it all the way down the pitch. Is going to be able to follow, sends it left. That's on target. Raichu needs to touch this, clears it away.
What a beautiful clear by Raichu. Super gonna try to put it back downfield for them. That is just an amazing, a good read by Raichu. Really, really important save. Was able to get there, prevent him tied up. Gonna take it off the wall now to try to put some pressure back on. Gonna be open, popped up by Rhino. Gonna try to put something up for Kakashi. Unfortunately, goes back to the end of the rollers. Off the wall, Raichu gonna try to make a read. Unfortunately, gets a little bit of a soft touch, but still playable as Super goes up for it. Gonna meet Free Mac in the air as Kakashi goes to try to make a play on the goal. Itchy trying to get a play off the wall here, trying to slow it down, but unfortunately gonna miss as Rhino tries to make a save. Raichu pops it up. Super trying to get there, cannot, as Free gets it up, trying to give life for the rollers. Itchy gonna make a play, trying to get the ball out. Gonna control the ball here, 50 by Super, and that is going to be it.
Almost a redirect shot to go up 3-1. Elastic rebounding so well, taking game 4, now moving the series to 2-2. This is a best of 7. So we are seeing the closest possible matchup you could ask for in the series and championship final. Enigma, we talked about it before. I am flabbergasted. Both these teams swept respectively. Elastic and Roller sweeping Cathilla and Brass, sweeping the 2 and the 1 seed, but now they're trading blows like Tyson and Ali, and you definitely see the right teams made it to the finals tonight.
Absolutely, and I feel like that is such a good case for every tier, really. You see teams coming in that are getting their bearings, making that last half push, really finding their chemistry. That are coming in and proving that you could be a good team all season and have a great record, but that's not going to stop you from getting rolled over by a team that struggled a little bit in the beginning and just had to take that time to find each other. And that seems to be a case with these two teams, that they come up and really just display why they are perfect fits to be called champion. The matter is who wants it more, boss? Who wants it more between the two? Who's going to put that effort in? Like you were saying prior, who is going to make every second they spent worth it?
Oh, I think I see a sub. I believe I see Sins is back in the lobby. Freemac subbing out. So they're going back to the original starting lineup here. We'll see how that reacts because they swapped out Sins for Freemac after game 2. Trying to rekindle, it worked, and now that they've lost, they're going to swap again. We'll see if maybe this constant team rotation will be beneficial. Elastic sticking with the same 3 starters. Kakashi, Rhino splitting the 50 off the kickoff here. Sins putting it into the corner. Super threes is going to wait, play it a little bit more patiently. Might be able to follow and get the second touch. Can't, but bumps Rhino. Kakashi sending it deep. Sins pops it up high, right over top of Kakashi. Raichu's there to follow. That's going to go off the corner. Raichu goes for the demo on 1. Goes for the bump on 2. Super threes! Takes goal number 1!
What a play. Raichu, boom, right one. Bumped out the second. Wrecking ball. Super threes, puts it in. What beautiful teamwork as Raichu just clears a path for Super to put that first goal in for Elastic. Now we're going to get Sins trying to make it even. Itchy going to try to take out the wall here. Going to get a touch. Going to try to bring it up mid. A nice little touch off. Trying to get a second touch going to the backboard for it. Sins, unfortunately, just a little too close. Rhinoceros falling back on the defensive side of things. Kashi going to be there. Put a shot. Going to be barely missed. Sins able to clear it out. Super gonna go back and unfortunately get a little whiffy, but Raichu there to clean it up. Rhino gonna make a play up to the left side of the wall here, leaving Kashi uncomfortable. Gonna try to make an effort here, but Raichu is just there. Immediately, just so much going on. So much pressure, so much activity from both teams, doing crazy stuff, getting crazy touches, and it's really coming down. This is a fight, boss. They want this. They want it bad. They're gonna start stepping up. Every move they make is gonna be with purpose. As I say that, Rhino gonna put a beautiful shot on for an even better save.
Super threes, putting it off the wall. Raichu playing back a little further than they probably would have liked to. That rolls up the wall. Itchy's able to put it. That's going to go backboard. Can't quite put a shot on target, though. Super threes with a deep clear. It's a threatening play again. Sins gets it past one. Gets it past Kakashi with two. Raichu stalls it back into the corner. Tries to go for the 50, but can't quite get it. Super threes, putting it back to the wall. Can't follow. Raichu sends it down the pitch. Goes for the bump on Sins, can't get there. Kakashi off the backboard. Rhino with the outlet pass to Sins. Sins back to Rhino. Rhino to Sins. Sins with the shot. Cut out by Super threes. Incredible back and forth infield passing from this Ami team. Oh my. That deep touch though, putting Raichu in an awkward spot. What a pre-jump. Jumps again to clear the second touch. Nobody there to take the shot though. Itchy follows, gets the first. Can't get it past Super threes. That goes deep. Rhino tries to get the clear. Can't. Kakashi putting it off the backboard. Gets the demo on run. Raichu is goal number 2. Half the game to goal. Half the game to go. Sorry, I am peeking. And this Elastic team is also with the demos peeking.
They are cracked. Both these teams are they're phenomenal with some of the touches, but Elastic just getting the advantage, putting the knife deep in there. They're gonna keep trying to do this. Got some crazy touches. Raichu making a crazy pre-jump and save, and everything from start to finish was a good setup. A little bit of impact, infield passing, almost got the setup going for the Rollers, but unable to, optimize the situation. But right away, gonna put pressure on Raichu, getting it clear out there. Gonna put something off to the top left. Gonna be a little bit of a double commit. A nice little clear up the middle. Gonna try to take it with Kakashi. Gonna try to make a second read on this play here to get something set center. Good little touch by Rhino though as it goes to the top left. H.E. put in a comfortable position to make a save. Good clear out top left. Gonna play some offense now. We get a shot in and boom! Strikes back. H.E. putting one in for the Rollers, bringing it back within a goal lead by Elastic, and this is just getting good and better, and I am loving every minute of this, boss. It is going crazy. The plays are getting crazy, and Raichu is going to be going up against Sens on this kickoff to continue the craziness.
I know they can't see it, but I am on the edge of my seat. Series tied 2-2. One goal splits the difference. Raichu might be able to read this off the back wall. Gets bumped. Rhino clearing out the shot opportunity. Putting it into an awkward spot. Sin can't touch it. Kakashi off the crossbar. 3-1.
Let's go. That's a good play right there. I mean, you had a good setup. Unfortunately, a little bit of a double, almost triple commit in the corner. Kakashi picking his place, sinking it. You can't save that one. You can't, boss.
That is so much power. And we talk about how you need strong shots to get past good defenses. That's about as strong as it comes. Kakashi putting it, quite frankly, too high for anybody to swat that away. And leading the charge here gets the goal. Super threes, a 4-1.
Oh, they're just outperforming Super, making a good read there. Good goal, gonna hit the top left. Itchy barely just unable to get there, and now they're up by 3 with 1:20 left. Rollers are gonna have to start rolling to get the train back on course in their favor, because right now all of the momentum's going through this Elastic side. The pressure's on, the offensive pressure's steady, keeping the Rollers on defense. A little bit of a double commit coming out here, and Kakashi gonna be waiting to contest that. Raichu gonna be going up to make this 50 with Itchy. Of course, unfortunately, a little bit of a whiff on both ends, but Super gonna put something right back down for Kakashi to try to follow. Unfortunately, not able to get a clean touch on it. It's gonna fall to the right corner here for a nice little clear for Rhino and Boss. I mean, is this series? I mean, it's not even the series, but is this match going the way you want?
No. Don't call the series, because this has been a back and forth matchup. What a demo. Pass center, Raichu's there, the goalie was cut out. This team is playing like a team. And quite frankly, my goodness, you don't see it a lot in Ami, but the willingness to pass to the open man, to demo for your open shooter, is something that, quite frankly, you don't always see even out of Chally or even out of Rival. Sometimes people like to go for those solo plays, but this team is functioning like a well-oiled machine. Right shoe!
Oh.
Putting the gravy on top, 6-1.
I'm not gonna say it. I am not gonna say it. But
Don't you dare!
I could use a vacation, boss. I could use one real bad.
You know, I just got back from Boston, but I think I can board an aircraft again and take another vacation here. We've got a chance. Raichu splitting the 50. Kakashi's there to press pace down the pitch. Sins and Itchy awkwardly bumping into each other. They seem to be like a fish out of water here. Sins sending it over to Rhino. Not into a great spot. Kakashi can't get the touch, though. Raichu can't pass it away. That's a shot on target. Raichu couldn't quite save. The Brazil is no longer an option, but game 5 is in the bag. 6-2. Elastic's gonna move up in this series 3-2.
I had my passport out and ready, but I would take it. It's still a great game, great finish, and like you said, that's gonna put the dagger in it for Elastic as they go on to this next match to hopefully, do what they need to do.
My goodness, we have seen fantastic play this game 5 from Elastic. 10 shots on target. And although the Rollers put up 9, Elastics just seem to be that much more lethal. 6 goals. They're still rocking that 60% shooting. Oh my. And I can't stress it enough. Super threes, 4 saves, locking down 4 of the 9 shots from Rollers. Incredible play.
It was an incredible match. I mean, just all around, these players were all doing wonderful, but Elastic just clicking on all cylinders. They were just firing. They were just doing everything they needed to get the job done. And that really, you got to think 6-2, the momentum going into the next match. That's got to be immaculate for the Elastic squad and the Rollers. I mean, they got to get that confidence up. They got to get this to go. They got to get this turned around. They got to make this something that they want to fight for, boss. Really hard.
Well, and I think they are making another substitution. Sins is backed out. We'll see if Freemac pops into the lobby here. We're waiting to see kind of who's going to pop in. It is going to be Freemac. They're going back with the substitution again. Not quite sure who their starting third's going to be, it looks like, which could be troublesome. We've got the teams lined up here, though. Game 6, match point on the line right here. Getting the kickoff from Super Threes and Itchy. Raichu's there with the quick cheat. Gets the first touch, gets it past 1. Tries to elevate off the wall, but can't quite get there. Kakashi's going to put this off the backboard, but that's cut out by Itchy. That's cut out by Rhino. That's going down the pitch. Raichu sending it deep again. Raichu splits the 50. That goes to Super Threes. Oh! Super Threes with prime chance to take the lead in Game 6 and be one step closer to the chip. Can't quite get the touch.
It's already going in a lot of favor of the offensive side of Elastic, putting the pressure back on, putting the Rollers back on the defensive side, and as you said, Raichu!
I'm sorry, Enigma, that man got up there. He's got that vertical.
My voice cracked. I could not believe the shot this came from Raichu. That was an insane shot coming from Ami matchup. I am impressed. Fully through. Raichu, you have my heart. Coming off the wall, trying to make a play. Super Threes and try to get up there. Unfortunately, unable to click as Kakashi tries to get it clear out and gonna be cleared out by Raichu. Kakashi going up the wall, trying to get some play going mid. Gonna get a nice touch. Free gonna be there. Gonna be set up, but a nice touch again to get it out of the danger zone. Kakashi gonna rotate out as Super tries to put some pressure on Rhino, but Rhino's gonna clear it at ease. Bring it back onto the Elastic defensive. And Itchy gonna take it on the left side here, trying to get little 50 going right. You're going to win. Looking for someone center and able to get a touch. Super to clear it out to try to get something going here. A nice 50, take and win. Kakashi, a little bit of time, can't quite get the speed. Going to be, oh, that was close.
Oh, man. I thought we just saw somebody snatch another's axles, but not quite able to put the shot on net. My goodness, Kakashi elevates, gets the touch, gets it past one. Freemac gets cut out here. Rhino's got to take the 50, does. Raichu elevates again. That 50 goes center. Freemac gets the touch, pushes it downfield. Nobody's there to take the shot, though. Kakashi can play this slower. Tries to put it into the corner. Gets the ball kind of caught on top awkwardly. That's going to go out a little bit further. Freemac gets the touch. Nobody's there to take the shot. That's going to be deep. Is that in? No, it's off the wall. No!
Oh, not like this! Not like this!
The misplay! Itchy! The misread off the back wall is so brutal. I can't believe it, but Kakashi was there. He wants this game.
My eyes are covered. Can I look? Is it gone? Is gone. Okay, we're gonna get a kickoff coming from Itchy. Raichu taking it, going in favor of Elastic, gonna put him a little uncomfortable in the corner. Rhino gonna try to make a play. Unfortunately, passes right out of Kakashi. He takes a shot, gonna be left 3 with a bomb of a clear. Gonna try to put some offensive on this Elastic side. Unfortunately, Raichu there to put it back on the defensive. And so far, this has just been insane. The plays, the unfortunate plays, everything going in the favor of Elastic so far, but we still have time for the Rollers to roll back to their course and get to where they need to be going. Free, a little uncomfortable, but Itchy gonna be back to kind of save a little bit of danger there. Unfortunately, gets a lot caught up. Kakashi trying to read the pass, went very high and right, but that is okay, boss, that is okay.
Well, and something I've noticed here from this Rollers team is they're letting the ball drift into no man's land, and they're not contesting it very quickly. They're letting this Elastic team really kind of take the shots that they want to take. They're not really putting pressure against them offensively, and it's killing them. Like right here, Raichu can center it, looking for Kakashi. That bounces center. Kakashi pushes him up 3-0. If you're looking at the scoreboard, there's a minute 43, but Elastic might be taking a victory lap here.
That puts some space. That's 3 goals. It's doable. Rollers have a chance, but right now Elastic, just all the energy, they're running away with it. Rollers are getting rolled. Energy trying to snap back, trying to put that point out there to, you know what, you had one good match. It's unfortunate, but this game is ours. This tier is ours. We want this. I know Raichu wants it. Raichu's going insane. Kakashi going insane. They're just popping off at all levels.
Don't forget Super Threes. He's playing fantastic.
I was getting him. I'm gonna admire my man. Don't worry about that. You leave me to that. I know what I. No, you always said my.
Raichu. We got a minute left. If this Rollers team even wants a chance at this chip, they need a goal here. They need a goal right now. That mistouch. Letting Rhino take the shot. That bounce. That's an opportunity. The door is not quite shut. 59 seconds left. This Rollers team has life. We'll see, though, in 59 seconds, can this Rollers team turn things around? Super Threes. Rhino taking the kickoff here. Splits, goes right. Itchy is here to follow. Itchy with the second touch. Raichu tries to clear it out, does. Gets the second touch, avoids the shot. Super Threes is going to be able to follow this. Might be able to get this off their half. Can't quite get the touch. Itchy misses the follow. Kakashi sending it deep. Freemac with the pounce off the backboard. Itchy's there for the shot. Can't quite get the touch. 35 seconds left, and with every single second passing, there's going to be a little bit more pressure put on this Roller Squad shoulders.
This is, I mean, they're losing time. They're losing momentum. They got to get this done now. It's still doable, but they got to get a goal in. Free, trying to take a nice 50 from Raichu. He's trying to take some advantage over there, controlling the ball. Kakashi going to take it to the wall here, and it might look like it's just out of reach. Boss, it's out of reach. They can't do it. They can't do it, but Super Threes can take a shot and try. Oh, and there we go, Raichu.
Sixth seed! They were the 5th or 6th seed this season! And with that goal, they shut the door! This Elastic team is taking the Amy chip! Call it now! GG's!
GG's. RSGs. 4-1. Can they score another kickoff goal? Let's see. Super gonna play it, and that is it, boss. That is it.
Oh
Oh
my.
my.
They were down in the 5th or 6th seed. They regrouped and said, you know what? We don't want to split up the team. I have Raichu having faith in his players. They regained, they rebranded, and they became a new Elastic team. And quite frankly, with some solid teamwork, coaching, and development, they've moved on, and they now get to stamp themselves as the Season 17 AMI champions.
Energy on top. Elastic takes it. They finish it. They wanted it. They came back from a little unfortunate, and they dominated the entirety of the rest of the time, in my eyes. And if we're talking about domination, who would you say out of this was your MVP, boss?
You know, I talked about Kakashi being a great player, but let's not kid ourselves. Raichu has been clutch all series. Even when Kakashi unfortunately had his power go out, Raichu scored a goal, keep the mentality up. When Kakashi came back, they regained. So it's hard for me to really give it to one or the other. It's a toss up between Kakashi and Raichu, but for me personally, I'm leaning Raichu.
I'm right there with you. There's a lot going on. There's beautiful displays of talent on both ends. But Kakashi, Raichu, what a great duo. Super added to that flair. As a squad, they worked flawlessly. They did great together, and they were honestly a great display of what this tier can really output. But Raichu just seemed so advanced. I mean, he just was doing stuff that me personally, I can't even do. And so it was impressive. I mean, I struggle, and I mean, he's out here just doing stuff flawlessly. I'm scared of Raichu right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wherever he goes, I'm terrified of my future.
Raichu's,
Um,
you know where he's going? He's going right to prospect with that double promo. I mean, that was, I mean, the fact that you heard me earlier, I called it out. He elevated so fast, got to the ball, put boom shots from any distance. Man has been putting in the work, grinding to work on those skills, and it paid off. Once again, I can't stress this enough. Elastic AMI champions. You know, 2 weeks ago when I was looking at the standings, they were just outside the playoff bracket. They 3-1 Brass. They 2-2'd, I believe, Surprise to solidify the third place. And quite frankly, they took their opportunity. They played as best they could, and there's nothing that they can look back on and not be excited for here, Enigma. But I've talked about this team enough. Who are you picking for your MVP?
Definitely MVP is going for me. It's got to be Raichu. He really outputted a lot. Really, I mean, worked great with his unit. His entire team is great, but he just stood out to me personally more than the rest.
You know, that wraps up, though, a great AMI Championship Series. Enigma, do you have any final words here before I let our viewers know what to look forward to next week?
Absolutely. Rollers did great. It was a very great matchup. I'm very happy that they got as far as they did. They did wonderful. If anything they take from this, just know that they did awesome. It was a great match. We saw a great display. I was very impressed with all the players on the roller side of things as well. And I really hope that they go into the next season with some confidence and realize that they are capable of amazing things.
For sure, for sure. And, I don't think I have anything really any better to add on. You summed it up just so nicely. Going into this next week's programming on Saturday, we're going to have the pre-jump podcast. Look for the announcement this afternoon. I should have that out here in a few minutes. Afternoon, it's almost midnight. But no, look for that, and we'll have that out there. And then on Monday, you're going to have your contender and prospect finals. On Wednesday, Chally and Elite. So, we are kicking off our championship run of teams. Make sure you're tuning in every week. Like I said, my name is Boss Radala. On the desk with me tonight has been Enigma killing it.